Serena, what is your favorite stadium to complain about? Go. No.
Big
Anyway.
SeatGeek, honestly. I've done it like 5 times already in this episode. So
I mean, so I guess that's the perfect like place to start. There is a reason why we're not going to the game, but like for real, we're not going to the game because we're kind of sick of going to SeatGeek. Because this is kind of one of the most important games of the season. Because really, if we win both New England games, which we have to, that's 6 points right there. Like
yeah,
really, that's the other games will fall into place. That's
yeah,
it.
those are
That's the
our like,
playoffs.
yeah, that's our cushion. Andrew, I will say Andrew and I think are going to the second Revolution game in Massachusetts. So I think that gets me enough extra points to cover purposefully not going to this upcoming one.
Ooh, that should be fun. That should be a good time.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
so are you guys gonna hang out in Boston and then trip out to Foxborough, or are you going there just for the
So
game?
I have family actually in Plymouth, which is closer to the
Oh,
stadium
cool.
than Boston is. So I think we'll go out there and maybe hang out there like a few days before or after, and then but that's like kind of the basis of our trip. So we are going out for that game, but then of course enjoying some other things in the area. But yeah, it's definitely I definitely don't want to drive from Boston because it's like I think the stadium's on the highway, and I don't Boston traffic is not anybody's friend. So definitely not doing that. But yeah, I'm curious to see what it's like. Never been.
I'm I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous how many games you go to. You are a yeah. I know it's still in the same country, but you are a globetrotter. Um, with that said, like I said, this is one of the most important games of the season. I'm hearing rumors that our new defenseman cannot play yet, so that's not lit. Um,
Oh yeah,
because we're gonna be down
yeah. I don't even know
Waterman.
when he's gonna be back.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're down Waterman, and then the other guy we signed just isn't ready. So
Hmm.
yeah, so we're
Why?
gonna
We don't know
see.
why.
I mean, and I think Sam Rogers is still hurt, so it looks like a 16-year-old is gonna play one of the most important games in the last 15 years for this team.
Sick. I mean, in his defense, he didn't do that. I mean, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch last match. So
No, Barossa. We talked about what Barossa did.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what is our analysis? Like the last game was so bad. We got a week off because the Miami game got rescheduled. Like are we just like back to normal? Like should we expect Kuipers to not be invisible? Should we expect everybody to kind of, I mean we kind of know our starting lineup except for the midfield every game, right? So the midfield who
Yeah.
who would you start in this game? This is important. The three midfield positions. Who are you starting?
Okay, that's a good question. Well, I will say also just this is not to answer that question, but I think we talked about this maybe, but that Pineda got married, so maybe you start him because he's so happy and
Yeah,
full of
he's riding
love that
high. Yeah, so shout out Mauricio Pineda. He married his. I mean, it's. I guess you have to be the girlfriend before you're the fiance, but or the what? So oh no, he just proposed, didn't he? Or they married? Yeah, he proposed to his fiance. She's pregnant, I think, with their first child. So yeah, congratulations, Mauricio Pineda. Let's see you on the field stomp some people out.
exactly, yeah. Like give him that chance. I would say midfield starters definitely that's tough. I mean, Guti definitely the
I
only person
agree.
who played okay last game. Definitely him. Um,
I'm an Avila believer.
Jay
Yeah.
Zavala, yeah,
Uh,
definitely. It's that third position that I'm not. I don't know.
what happened is it did Orihel hit the like rookie wall, because that's the thing about this league is like if you draft them, they come out of college, so they don't play anywhere near this amount of games. If you get them from USL, they still play a lesser amount of games. Like, so these rookies, they always hit a wall in the season where it's just more games than they've ever experienced in their existence. Did he just hit the wall, or is he still the secret sauce? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I thought he hit a wall, but actually I'm looking back now, looking at even last match where everyone did terribly. He wasn't that bad. In my head, he was a lot worse, and I think he maybe in a match before that or two matches before that kind of did play pretty terribly. But you know what? I'm going back. I'll put my hope in him once more. We'll see
that's
how
what
he
I'd like
does.
to see. But I'm starting to wonder. You know, I don't pretend to know a lot, but I feel like Orhel and Avila actually play similarly, except for Avila's like the tall version of it. And I know that sounds
Yeah,
dumb, but like I think they're similar, and they might be too similar. That might be part of the problem.
yeah.
So do
Because
you?
who else is there? Kwame is hurt, I think.
Yeah, Kwame's hurt, and like really, he's on loan. So like, why even any of it?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I can't count on it.
and then I mean, I guess the one thing you can do, if in theory you think he's up for the task, and to cover a 16-year-old, you put the experience in. You get Acosta on the field.
No, no. To start, be crazy.
I mean, what do you? I mean,
I mean, as the first, would that be the first game that he started the whole season? I don't know that this is the game to try that out.
I'm sure he started a
Has he
couple
started?
there at the beginning of the season. I'm sure.
Maybe at the very
I
beginning.
mean,
I
a
don't know.
handful, not
I
more
feel
than
like that
that.
might be too much of a risk. I'm going with Orihel just because at this point, like you said, this next game we got to win it. We got to just. This is not like a. I mean, I'm gonna say it. Knock on wood. Not like a crazy hard opponent. We just need to not be phased, not be spooked by the last result, and just stick with what we've been doing. Again, make changes where needed, small things. But like, I feel like Acosta might be too too much of a shock to the system.
I mean, I don't know. That's literally the reason why you signed him. Like this moment right here is like specifically why he was put on this team, and like
I
it's
mean,
got
you can always have him in. You can always put him in the second half. A lot of things happen in the second half. I don't know that much about the
a whole
Fire.
nother half of soccer.
Exactly. Well, some teams that there are teams like Dortmund who their whole game plan is to just run the other team out and tire them out, and then just score a bunch in the second half. I don't. Maybe the Revolution's like that. I don't know.
No, I mean Carlos Gil apparently is playing better now. You know he's Spanish. I was about to say is he had a national team, but hell no. So Carlos Gil is kind of back to Carlos Gil things from what I've heard. Um, I really feel like maybe the mountain of shit I talk about Matt Turner might be karma coming back to bite me here. But
No,
like,
no.
I'd really hope that Matt Turner doesn't just like stand on his head for the last 7 games of the season for a fucking team that's not going to make the playoffs.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Me too.
it,
Give up now.
yeah, for real. Like that's just our luck. Is Matt fucking Turner decides to
Yeah.
be Matt Turner.
He becomes prime Neuer.
Yeah, right. Prime Neuer, the sweeper keeper. Anyway,
Yeah.
God. So I don't know. Are you like? I know I said that. I'm not too terribly worried, but are you worried Matt Turner will stand on his head and despite how bad New England is, we won't score?
Well, I wasn't until you said it. No, I mean, I'm not terribly worried. I think, like we've talked about, our offense has never really been like the huge issue. Um, that being said, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know, but I don't think the offense is going to be the problem.
No, it never really is, but fingers crossed. I don't know. It hurts because this whole season, like the goal has been playoffs, but like we've seen so many sparks and we've won on the road and we've done all these like decent things that everything's just kind of been like, oh, it'll come out in the wash. It'll come out in the wash. It'll come out in the wash. Well, now we're down to it. We're actually to a game that
Yeah,
even just for example,
it matters.
well, yeah, like other seasons, there's been like 10 games of the season, like a must win or the season is over, right? So we haven't had a single must win game this season until this moment. They
Yeah,
cannot do anything but get the full 3 points from this game. And like
yeah.
that's kind of
The tie will be a loss.
it's the most stressed I've felt about a game in a long time. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, I agree. It's always worse when it's something you know that you can win and should, like, just even in terms of opposition, like there's almost like, yeah, you're like, don't we? I hope the team is not taking it not seriously enough. Like I hope they are also. I'm sure they are, but it's always just it's weird timing too with this enforced break because of Miami, and like I just hope that they, again, I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're taking it seriously, but it is the first game that feels like we have to take it seriously as a team.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. I think the Fire are top to bottom a better team than New England. They are a better team. They've had a better season. They play better. That doesn't always mean winning in soccer.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially not. Yeah. With the Fire.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Although I will say, I just again to go back to the 4-0 loss result. I do feel like, again, I hope that they aren't in their heads about that. I think the bright side of that is I do think the Revolution are like significantly worse than the Union, like to the point where if they're prepared, like it's almost good that the last game they played against any opponent was so good that I'm hoping kind of in their heads that's what they're preparing for, and then it's just a breeze once we actually get out there and they, they're like, oh, we're actually playing the New England Revolution and we feel comfortable. Like I'm hoping that's what's happening. I think that's the ideal situation.
I hope so as well. I very much hope so as well. So I guess let's talk about this specific game. What do you have as far as like a prediction for a score?
I'm going 3-1. Fire.
That's probably the smarter
One big.
shout. I say 2-0. I say 2-0. New England.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we'll be so much on the front foot. New England won't really have anything. It'll be 1-0. It'll be an ugly goal early. It'll be 1-0. It'll be just a dog ugly fight until we'll get a second one late. That's my prediction.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess of course all this gets easier to predict once the lineups come out an hour before the game, and then that I'm sure my prediction will go out the window once I see that see what he's
see
put
that
in.
Tom
But
Barlow starts. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Or do we have?
We're parking the bus.
I don't think any other than Sam Rogers, we have any injuries that could really affect where the team's at.
I hope not. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think we're good on that. So like we kind of we're a little nervous. We're both optimistic about this game. At this point, does this team make the playoffs? What do you think? We were really positive about it last week, and I started losing faith.
Saying yes. I'm saying yes. I think they want it. Like I think the players want it, and the players know, that it's important, and I think it's important to them, which is the key. So yeah, I'm saying yes.
Honestly, I think if they win 3 games, if they can win at home against New England, at home against New York, and on the road against New England, I think they could lose the other 4 games and still make the playoffs. Like I really, so I mean, we're probably not going to do that. We're going to probably draw 6 or 7 of them, just to drag this shit out.
1-1 like 3 times, yeah.
But I mean this is why you hired Greg. This is why you paid the money for Kuipers. This is why you paid the money for Bamba. This is why you hung on to Chris Brady. This is why Gutierrez is still here. Like, this is why you signed Gutman, for God's sakes. This run right here, especially these next 2 games. And
yeah.
Man, the more I talk to you, the more positive I get. Like, on the show now, I'm feeling very positive. Like, it's like the further away I get from the sun, I lose my power.
I feel like I just really do feel like we're not at we could get there. We're not at the place yet where I'm like, it makes sense to not be positive right now. Like, it might not be completely logical. There might be plenty of reasons not to be positive, but I feel like there aren't reasons not to be yet.
Fair.
Like, it's reasonable to be positive.
Yes. That's a really
So
good
I'm
way
going
of
with
putting that. The reasonableness of being positive. Okay. So with that said, um, I feel good about this team making the playoffs, and apparently Joe feels good enough about it that he's just off fucking off buying indoor soccer leagues.
Leagues, yeah.
Yeah,
Not a team, a league.
yeah, not a team, a whole league. So, do you know any details about this? Like, I've just heard that he bought an indoor
No.
team. Yeah, okay. So I don't think it's like a real. I mean, okay, how do I word this? I don't think it's like indoor soccer, the Miami Menace and the Iowa this defense and no, but it's a local area indoor soccer league where actual like talented kids play and could translate to players for the first team outdoor. You know what I mean? It could eventually lead to that sort of
Is
thing.
that is that the point? Because I'm like, I'm just wondering what investment like analysis he's getting that's telling him this is like the where to put his money, and that must be it. It must just be that he thinks it's going to feed into his other investment, the
Well,
fire.
if I was a betting man, I think Joe Mansueto, the kind of guy that he seems to be, in the fact that he has a B next to his evaluation, um, he sees this as the opportunity to own the entire sport of Chicago or of soccer in Chicago. I think if it weren't for the optics of buying out like a woman-owned women's team, I think he might have already bought the Red Stars at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I think he sees the whole, if is there an indoor league here in Chicago? Well, then everything is going to have Chicago Fire branding everywhere,
Yeah.
and like your 6-year-old is going to be hit in the face with this logo until he remembers it everywhere, right? So like,
Yeah, not a bad strategy.
like he has the practice facility, actually what's funny is I guess this was like 10 years at this point, but it was really funny. I went to Riot Fest at Douglas Park, right? It was like when they went to Douglas as opposed to Humboldt. And right there at Douglas Park, there was like a fire branded like mini pitches for the kids because obviously it's a real park. It's not a concert venue. So like it was like, oh my God, that like, so you actually see around the city where they put in money. Yeah. And I like I said, I think it's a smart move. Like, dude, you have $1 billion. You like, you can.
I mean, you do need to spend that money when you have that money. Like, I think it's advised by people that you spend it. So yeah.
And why the fuck would you feed people? Fuck that. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, rant's over. But no, in all seriousness, like I think it's about owning the idea of soccer in the city of Chicago.
Wow.
I mean, here's fingers crossed, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what I care about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if it helps the Fire get better players, I guess that's as far as I care.
I'm a simple man with simple pleasures, and having a soccer team that doesn't suck horribly is one of them.
Yeah. Yep.
But
not much to it.
So I guess the last thing I'll bring up before we get out of here, because this has been already a long one. Something up Serena's alley. They actually put out a video online of Kuiper signing the like trading cards, and I thought that was kind of wild, just the assembly line stuff, and the fact that he was like hip to it and already just was like just
yeah.
So
yeah,
are you gonna try and get a Kuiper signed card from that?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, what I got from that video, I was like, I didn't realize there would be on-card autos for Kuipers, because I thought usually all of them are just like, because he did both. He did the on-card and the stickers.
Oh, okay.
The stickers they put on the card, but it's like a really big deal if you get it, the one that he actually signed directly on the card. So I didn't know there'd be on-card autos at all. So that's big. I feel like I probably will try. I'm not would probably not get it, but I would probably purchase whatever card box that's in and hope that I'd get it. I did get, I think I showed this on one of the other podcasts. I got Acosta to sign his little like World Cup sticker from the last time he was on the
Oh,
team, and
neat.
he was really excited about that. So I've already got my on card auto for the Fire, but it would still be fun.
So is it still Upper Deck who does the MLS stuff, or because I remember early in the league's existence, the Upper Deck was the brand that put out like cards.
I think it's just the Tops card. I don't know.
Oh shit!
I'll have to
It's
check that.
Tops now. Hell yeah! See, part of me,
Yeah, I think we
wanted
have
to
plenty of
like
cards
start
here,
getting
but none of
into it.
them.
Oh shit! Look at you! You
Yeah,
got hella cards. Oh,
we got a
those are.
lot of them. I don't think any of these are. We did have an MLS one, but I think we opened all of them. But I'm pretty sure it was Tops, and it was from 2 years ago. So I think the only Fire person that could have possibly been in it was Shaqiri, and like we never got any.
Oh, I guess I'm dumb. Yeah. So they hooked Andrew and Serena were nice enough to hook me up with an Evander and a Jordan Morris because I won't shut up about these guys, which I appreciate. Thank you again. Oh, also my buddy thanks you for those Dortmund stickers. He really loved
Oh, nice!
it.
I'm glad.
Yes.
Those
So
were good.
anyway, I guess once we
We got
start talking about
plenty of crap around here.
well, you guys have some. You guys have the. Oh shit! There's something I actually have to show you. I just remembered. Anyway, see, once we just start talking about shooting the shit and hanging out, I think that's about the time you end the podcast. I mean.